There comes a time when every sewer wants to elevate her creations. And when that time comes, it's time to add a serger to your sewing room. Brother offers its best and most affordable serger yet in the 1034D. Ideal for creating ruffles and sewing decorative and finishing stitches on linens, formal wear, and stretchy fabric, this 3/4 serger delivers an impressive range of features often found on much more expensive models. First, the 1034D is very easy to thread. The machine has easy-to-follow lay-in threading and a powerful tension disc release which helps assure accurate thread placement in the tension discs. And the fast lower looper threading system couldn't be easier. It's color-coded and designed to make sure the thread stays right in place. Customers who have the 1034D rave about the differential feed too. The feed helps improve results when sewing stretchy, knitted, or thin fabrics, and also helps prevent the wavy or stretched appearance of stitches on fabrics that lower quality sergers may deliver. You can use a 1034D on virtually all types of weights of fabric, including silk and denim. Unlike some sergers, the 1034D has a removable free arm, which is a big help when you're serging cylindrical items like pant legs, as well as a retractable knife, which helps prevent accidentally cutting your fabric when working close to the edges of rolled hems. The 1034D also comes with a full range of accessories, including a number of snap-on presser feet which are easy to change. Watch as the feet snap on with ease. Nothing could be simpler. Perfection in your sewing comes at a price, an affordable one, with the 1034D. To learn more, visit brother-usa.com.
Welcome to a world of timeless style with the Laura Ashley Limited Edition CX 155 LA from Brother. Enjoy sewing and quilting and adding basic personalization to your creations. This model comes with a large table, perfect for home decor and other larger projects. The 100 unique built-in stitches include decorative stitches for adding a custom touch, and 8 styles of one-step buttonholes automatically sized to fit your buttons, plus 55 alphanumeric stitches for basic monogramming. For fine finishing, included are blind stitch and overcasting feet. And for quilters, included are a spring action quilting foot, a walking foot, a 1/4-inch piecing foot, and quilt guide. Quilters also love that this machine allows them to do free motion quilting. In total, there are 10 quick change feet and a quilt guide, a tremendous value. The quick change lever makes it incredibly easy to swap feet. Simply choose your stitches and settings with the push button stitch controls and view your selections on the backlit LCD display. With the advanced Easy Needle threading system, you can thread the needle with the touch of a lever. The exclusive Brother Quick Set Top Load Drop-In Bobbin stays in place and helps provide even stitch quality for fine sewing. No need to pull up the thread before use. The clear bobbin cover makes it easy to see when you're low on thread. A horizontal spool pin, typically found only on more expensive machines, helps ensure more consistent feeding and is great for metallic and other specialty threads. You'll also have a super bright LED work area, thread cutters, plus an instructional DVD and easy to follow printed manual. In summary, with this Laura Ashley limited edition model, you'll enjoy creating with 100 built-in stitches, a sewing font for basic monogramming, 8 styles of one-step buttonholes, 10 sewing feet plus a quilt guide, including a walking foot and 1/4-inch piecing foot, a wide table, and more. Plus, Brother support you can count on.
Hi, this is Raven from the website and YouTube channel DIY Raven, and this is my video review of my Brother CS6000i computer sewing machine that I've had since 2014. So out of these three buttons that you see, I actually only use this one, and this is just the reverse button when I start a stitch and when I end a stitch. So this button right here it will put your needle up or it'll put your needle down. You can also use the hand wheel, and I'm just used to using the hand wheel, so that's what I use. So let's say I have started going, and if I press this button right here, it will reverse, and then I take my finger off and it'll go forward. And my foot is currently depressed. This is your start-stop button, so you push that, it'll stop, even though my foot is still on the pedal. This right here are your speeds, so this being the slowest speed, this being medium, this being fastest. So even if I depress my foot all the way down, it will never go faster than this. Okay? This middle speed, this is the fastest that middle button will go. And for our last switch, this is the fastest that it will go. So I think one of the nice features of the machine is on the front, it has your LCD readout screen. This is where all of the stitch selection magic happens. So when you turn on the machine, it automatically defaults to stitch selection 00. And here are your 60 stitches that you have to choose from. And 00 happens to be just a regular straight stitch with the needle position to the left. So if we come back to the screen, you can see here that this is your stitch selection. This, which I think is pretty cool, it shows you which foot that you'll have to choose for that particular stitch, which is foot J. This top number is your stitch length, and this bottom number is your stitch width. So let's just say we'd like to choose stitch number 31, this buttonhole stitch, right? So we come here, and this changes the digit on the left, and this one changes the one on the right. So now we see that it has changed, that we need to change the foot to the buttonhole foot, which is A. The default stitch length is 1, the default stitch width is 6, and you can change these items. It will only let you go so far, but you can make any changes or edits here. And let's just say, like, oh man, let me just go back to the default. The default is actually the one with the circle around it. So like that one, and that's default right there. So honestly, I'm really happy with this machine. I would definitely recommend this whether you are kind of new to sewing or if you are more experienced seamstress. I just feel like it's a really dependable machine. When I first started out sewing, I had a lower end brother, but it was like a $60 or $70 machine that I got from Walmart, and it was really loud. It just couldn't sew through everything that I wanted it to sew through, and I just wanted a machine that was a little more robust. So I feel like I really got a good deal out of this one, especially being under $200. I mainly sew apparel, like the top that I'm wearing right now I made, and also different like kind of bags and accessories. So the thickest fabrics that I'll really sew through are upholstery and denim, but so I don't really have any experience with leather, but the material that I have used, it's been just fine on this machine, and it's, like I said, it's much quieter, and I really appreciate the accessories that this machine comes with.
The walking foot is a godsend, and it's really cool that it comes with like a free arm quilting foot, and I still haven't used all the feet that it came with. It has 60 stitches, but honestly I only use about 4. So overall it's a good workhorse. So I would even say, if you have like a Etsy shop, or even thinking about like opening up your own personal little Etsy shop out of your house, I feel like it's a good workhorse for that. It's just a great basic machine for every day. If you're doing like light mending and things like that, it may be actually too much for you, but it's a good dependable machine, at least for me so far. The only drawback I may have is the issue of the light. But I think a lot of sewing machines don't really have powerful lights for the most part, but I have an overall lamp that's attached to my desk, so that's really not an issue. So that's my review of the Brother CS6000i computer sewing machine. I hope this has helped you. I hope you find what you're looking for, and happy sewing!
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is April, and this is part 2 of the Everstone Hero embroidery machine, where I'm going to show you how to make some patches. In part 1, I showed you how to set the machine up so that it's ready to begin embroidering, and in this video we're finally going to make some patches. If you have your own original designs you want to turn into a patch, like my Coolerpa logo right here, you will need to purchase an additional software to convert it into a patch file. I don't have the software, but Everstone was so kind to convert my Coolerpa logo for me to use in this video. I'll put all the links to the software down in my description box. They can be very pricey, but if making patches is something you're serious about, then it's a great investment. The machine already comes with a few designs inside of it already, but if you're looking for more options, you can always search up some online and purchase them. A website I used was called embroideryonline.com, and that's where I got this bumblebee patch and this scissors patch, and I attempted to make this roller skating patch. After purchasing your new designs, you will need to convert it one more time so that your machine can read it. So whatever conversion software that is made for your machine, make sure you use that. Everstone has a free software on their website for the Everstone Hero, so all I would have to do is download that software and then convert my files. After they are converted, I can drop them into my thumb drive and then plug it into the machine to use. Make sure you don't put the files into a folder though, because the machine won't be able to find it. I did it the first time and nothing showed up. So the first thing you need is embroidery thread. These are Isocord and they are 100% polyester. They're stronger than cotton and they also have some shine to it, so it'll make your patches look pretty. So the first time I attempted to make the patch, I thought it would be okay to leave my bobbin thread with regular cotton thread and just have the polyester on top, and the thread kept breaking and it also got all tangled in the back. The next very important thing I forgot to do the first time I attempted to make my patch was change the presser foot to an embroidery foot. An embroidery foot will just help keep your fabric under control and make sure things are laying flat. You also need to change your regular sewing needle to an embroidery needle because it's stronger and will be able to puncture through all those layers. Alright, now I wanted to go over the different stabilizers that you can use. The first one is a lightweight stabilizer that is ideal for placing behind clothing if you want to embroider over a pocket or over your shirt or even behind a collar, but you wouldn't use this one for patches. Next is the heavyweight stabilizer, and you can use this one to make patches because it's a lot more sturdy, and I would recommend it for those designs that are a lot more intricate. The last stabilizer I have here in front of me is called Aqua Mesh, and it feels very soft like the lightweight stabilizer, but it was actually recommended to me by Everstone to make patches because this Aqua Mesh can actually dissolve in water, giving your patch a very clean look in the end. I did use the heavyweight one and the Aqua Mesh on 2 different patches. I used the heavyweight stabilizer on this one and the Aqua Mesh behind this one, and the difference between the two is just that this one feels a lot more sturdier and more stiff, and this one feels a lot more flexible so it can move with your clothing better. Lastly, the kind of fabric you want to use is bottom weight fabric. Don't use anything too light because it might just tear the fabric while you're embroidering. I use denim for both of these. This is a lighter weight one and this is a heavier weight denim, and both of them turned out fine. I actually prefer working with the lighter weight denim just because I was able to create a way cleaner look and trim away the raw edges a lot better compared to the heavier denim. You'll also need some fabric adhesive spray because you don't want to sandwich too many layers in the embroidery hoop. First, cut 2 pieces of stabilizer that are a little bit bigger than the hoop. Sandwich the 2 pieces in the hoop and tighten the screw as tight as it will go. If it's not tight enough, the stabilizer will pop out in the middle of sewing, which will ruin everything. Connect the hoop to the machine and open up your design by clicking the USB option. Once your design is selected, you can rotate it by pushing this button, and you can enlarge it or shrink it by 20% by pushing the magnifying glass button. And you can even reposition your design on the hoop by holding down the arrow button. For this first patch, I want to start at the very bottom, so I'm holding on to the down button. The machine will automatically stop because it knows how much space it needs for the patch. After making my adjustments, I press OK and press the play button to start sewing. My patch has a rectangular border around it, so that's what the machine will stitch first. It will only do an outline so you can see the size of the patch, and then afterwards the machine will stop and you can take out the hoop. Now cut a piece of fabric that will cover the shape of your patch. Spray some fabric adhesive to the back of it and stick it over the stitched area. You don't want to spray the stabilizer because it's in the hoop and the hoop will get sticky like mine. And you also don't want to take out the stabilizer after it's been sewn because you'll mess up the positioning on the machine. Place the hoop back in and press play to continue where it left off. Now it's going to re-sew the rectangle border to attach the fabric to the stabilizer. Will automatically stop so you know what to do next, and it's telling me to change my color thread. But what I'm also going to do is take the hoop back out and trim away the extra fabric since the fabric is already attached to the stabilizer. I'm trimming as close as possible to the stitch line as I can because if you don't, the raw edges will be sticking out later like this, which is not a cute look. Place the hoop back in and continue sewing. Since I don't need to make any more stops, I just press the play button and let my machine do all the work. My Coolerpa logo was designed by my talented cousin Anisha. I'll put all the links to her art down in my description box if you're interested in checking it out. This is why I trimmed the fabric so close to the stitch line, because when the border is being sewn, it will completely conceal the raw edges, giving it a clean and professional look. Once the patch is made, don't rush to take it out of the hoop because you can still add a few more patches above it. Since I positioned my first patch at the very bottom, I'm just gonna leave this one centered, and after the second patch is done, I can even fit one more at the very top by holding onto the up arrow to reposition my hoop. A good tip if you're unsure about the size of your patch is to print them out on paper first, which will also be helpful if you want to embroider your clothes. That way you can see where you want your patch to be placed. After I've made the most use of my stabilizer, I can finally take the hoop out, clip away all of the jump stitches, and cut the patches out. Don't cut too close to the border because you don't want to clip any threads. This is why the aqua mesh is awesome, because even if you leave a little bit of white along the border, all you have to do is take a little bit of water and dab it away with your finger or a Q-tip, and it magically dissolves. Here's what the patches look like if you trim the edges versus leaving it. For the black and white one, I didn't trim the rectangle at all and just cut the patch out with the stabilizer all at once at the end. The black and blue one, I did trim it, but because the denim was so thick, it was hard to get close to the stitch line, so some of the threads are sticking out. And then finally, with the pink and blue ones, I think I perfected it. Next, I wanted to show you a design that requires more than one color. The machine will automatically stop when the next color needs to be added, and all you have to do is clip the needle thread and switch the colors. You never need to change the bobbin thread, just make sure your bobbin is completely full so it doesn't interrupt your sewing. The bobbin thread also doesn't need to match the color you have on top, so just a white color or any light colored thread is fine. If you want to turn these into iron-on patches, you can buy some Fuse and Seal Cutaway and apply it to the back side, which will also help cover some of that crazy stitching in the back. I hope this video was helpful for those of you interested in getting an embroidery sewing machine. For a list of everything I talked about and mentioned in this video, check out my description box. Also, I want to do a giveaway on these 3 cotton candy color Coolerpa patches I made. One giveaway will be on my Instagram, another one will be on my Snapchat, and the last one will be on my Patreon page. So if you're interested in entering the giveaway to win one of these patches, check out my description box for all the rules. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!
Have you ever watched the popular television show Project Runway and wished you could create the kind of fashion-forward garments the contestants do? Well, stop wishing. Brother International provides a full line of Project Runway sewing, embroidery, quilting, and serging machines to help you turn your dreams into runway-ready reality. The PC210 PRW and the PC420 PRW, 2 computerized sewing machines that are perfect for garment construction and quilting projects. The PC210 PRW has 50 built-in stitches, 5 one-step buttonholes, and an easy-to-use speed dial. For more options, the multilingual PC420 PRW has 294 built-in stitches, built-in tutorials, and the Brother-exclusive My Custom Stitch feature, which lets you create your own stitch patterns. If you're ready to take on embroidery, look for the LB6800 PRW, a sewing and embroidery combination machine. This lightweight compact machine is popular not only because of the affordable price tag, but also because of the amount of features it comes with. The LB6800 PRW also comes with an included rolling bag for easy machine transport. Every designer needs a fashion-forward, dependable machine to craft their wares. Brother offers the best lineup in the business with the Project Runway family of machines. For more information, visit www.brothersews.com.
Looking for a sewing machine? How about a sewing and embroidery machine? Then look no further than Brother. From automatic needle threading, LCD screens, and built-in designs, Brother Sewing and Embroidery have the features that let you unleash your designer within you. Brother, at your side. Are you a beginning seamstress or budding fashion designer looking for the perfect sewing machine? Or maybe you are an advanced sewer and you want an affordable, lightweight, and portable sewing machine that packs a lot of punch? Then it's time to take a look at the Brother XL 2600i. This model is easy to set up, easy to use, and economically priced. The Brother XL 2600i features a convenient automatic needle threader so you can begin sewing quickly and easily. You can also enjoy the wonderful automation of a one-step auto-size buttonhole function. Simply put your button on the included foot and drop the lever. The machine will make a perfect buttonhole every time. Even better, a jam-resistant drop-in bobbin means no more tangles. Just look at the beautiful items you can create with 25 built-in utility, decorative, and heirloom stitches. Use the XL 2600i for everyday sewing tasks, like repairing a hem quickly and easily with the included blind hem stitch. Or get creative and make a beautiful project incorporating built-in decorative stitches. It couldn't be simpler. The convertible sewing surface can easily be converted for free arm sewing, which makes sewing of cuffs and sleeves incredibly easy. The built-in handle and lightweight portability of the machine means it can be easily carried to your quilt clubs and sewing classes. And while the XL 2600i is easy to use, if you ever need help, you'll find the included bilingual instruction manual to be one of the most complete sets of instructions you'll ever find. So if you are looking for great flexibility in a sewing machine at a great price, be sure to look for the Brother XL 2600i. You'll be glad you did.
This Singer sewing machine features an inner frame constructed of heavy-duty metal. It provides rigid support, holding all the mechanisms in perfect alignment for skip-free sewing and overall durability. It's built for years of extended use. The machine's stainless steel bed plate provides for smooth fabric feeding. It also helps prevent scratches on the machine surface while sewing.
The Singer Stylist is the perfect sewing machine for every skill level of sewing. Start your sewing projects in a snap with easy machine threading and automatic needle threading. You'll love the easy-to-load top drop-in bobbin and the clear cover, which allows you to monitor the thread supply. Sewing with the Singer Stylist is smooth and easy, whether you're using utility stitches, decorative stitches, or stretch stitches. And it's loaded with over 100 stitch patterns. Selecting a stitch is easy with this electronic machine. The perfect stitch width and length are automatically selected for you. Buttonhole sewing has never been easier. With 6 built-in designs, you'll find the best fit for your project. The auto tie-off function reinforces straight seams and ties off decorative stitches with the touch of a button. For added convenience and comfort, this machine can sew without the use of a foot controller, and you have complete control of the speed of the machine without the foot controller. The programmable needle up-down is great for quilters and a must-have for precision applique work. The darning and embroidery foot is great for projects like free motion sewing. The zipper foot has multiple functions. Whether you're fashion or home tech sewing, use the zipper foot to easily insert zippers and piping. Singer's signature heavy-duty aluminum frame means the internal rigid support holds all the mechanisms in perfect alignment for skip-free sewing and overall durability. Singer is sewing made easy.
had many Singer sewing machines, and this is the best one yet.
I am really in awe of what came with this machine and all it can do. It's more than I expected. I love it, and I would recommend it to any type of sewer.
This machine is an incredible value, and I would highly recommend it.
Customer reviews say it all. Singer's 9960 Quantum Stylus sewing machine features sophisticated functions and smart technology. Now you can have high-end features at a great value. Whether you want to create a quick project or sew like a pro, the Singer Quantum Stylus sewing machine has everything you need and more. You're sure to have the right stitch for every project with 600 built-in stitches, including 5 alphabets to choose from. With just a touch of a button, stitches can be mirror imaged, adding even more stitch variety. Press the elongation button and stitches can be made up to 5 times longer.
The stitching is beautiful. I like the variety of stitches, which makes projects look professional and polished.
Buttonhole sewing is a simple one-step process, providing consistent results. Choose from 13 buttonhole styles. The exclusive buttonhole underplate ensures perfect buttonholes, even when sewing close to heavy seams.
I love the unique stitches, the ease of operation, and the performance of the machine. The Quantum Stylus, it's just the best machine I ever owned.
When you choose a stitch, the machine automatically displays the recommended presser foot, so you can sew your projects with confidence.
It's quiet, it doesn't skip stitches, looks pricey, and it helps me pick out the attachments that I need for my project.
The Singer Quantum Stylus sewing machine has a heavy-duty metal frame. This rigid support holds all the mechanisms in perfect alignment, providing skip-free sewing and overall durability.
It's absolutely the quietest machine I've ever heard, but a total workhorse.
My main interest was to get a powerful motor to work with heavier fabrics, and I got what I wanted with the Quantum Stylus. You can do almost anything with this beauty.
This machine handles everything from heavy denims to the lightest shears. You can sew them all with confidence. The 7-segment feeding system and box feed work together to provide perfect and equal contact with the fabric and presser foot, ensuring accurate fabric feed. When you're done sewing, just press the automatic thread cutter button, and the machine automatically trims the top and bobbin threads for you.
I love the built-in thread cutter. It saves time and thread.
Stay Bright LED lights illuminate the sewing surface for optimal viewing of your work. These lights will last for 100,000 hours and are always cool to the touch.
Wonderful machine. I learned to sew on a Singer, but could never afford a good top of the line.
Now you can have high-end features at a great value.
I love this sewing machine. I'm new to making quilts, and this machine has all the necessary tools I need. It's also very quiet, and it's easy to transport to quilting classes.
I absolutely love it. It sews well, and the decorative stitches are great additions to quilting projects.
The Singer Model 9960 sewing machine is great for quilting, top stitching, and applique. The machine also has drop feed, allowing you to lower the feed dogs so that you can do free motion embroidery, monograms, as well as stipple quilting.
It comes with so many presser feet.
insert. The clear cover allows you to monitor the thread supply as you go.
This machine is easy to use and packed full of features. I love the automatic thread tension, and I've never had to adjust it.
The auto tension system ensures stable stitch quality regardless of which fabric type you want to sew. Tie off decorative and utility stitches with just a push of a button. The auto-locking stitch feature ensures quality stitching and prevents unraveling. You can easily adjust the screen brightness by turning the LCD display dial.
I cannot go a day without using my Singer. What more can I say, but I love, love, love my Singer.
The Singer 9960 Quantum Stylus Sewing Machine offers performance and quality at a great value. Get yours today and unleash your own creativity. Create buttonholes for your projects in one easy step. Just set the machine for the buttonhole. Place the button onto the automatic one-step buttonhole foot, and the machine does the rest. Every buttonhole is perfectly sized for your button, no matter how many buttonholes you want to make. You'll have professional-looking results every time in one easy step. The top drop-in bobbin makes bobbin threading fast and easy. The bobbins and bobbin cover are transparent, making it easy to monitor your thread supply. Just place the bobbin into the bobbin case, thread the guides, then draw up the bobbin thread. Snap the cover in place, and you're ready to sew. The top drop-in bobbin is also jam-proof, so your sewing is worry-free.